Hey, hey, y'all, what's up? And welcome back to Silent Hill F, The Complete Descent. I am Mother Charged, and I am here to give you some gameplay, some lore, and fun theories. Again, I do not watch these ahead of time, so if I'm wrong about something, I could be wrong. But I just ask that you don't put the spoilers in the comments if you do know the answer, at least not until I have had a chance to get to those endings. So, anyways, here we are. It is Martin Luther King Day. Happy Martin Luther King Day to all. And I would like to give you guys a quote from Dr. King. In the end, we will remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends. It's very relevant for us right now. So, just let that sit with you for a bit. And yeah, so let's talk about Silent Hill F. So I messed up and I ended up going with ending 3. What you have to do to get ending 2 is you either don't get the Sacred Sword or you have to purify the Sacred Sword by doing the Crimson Water puzzle. So I started the Crimson Water puzzle, but I didn't know you actually had to ring the chimes in a specific order. I didn't realize that. So I wasn't able to purify the sword, so I ended up getting ending 3. Um, and then I thought I had an early enough save point where I could just go from there and not have to start the whole game, but I think I'm actually locked into ending 3 anyway, so because I tried to go back through it and without getting the Sacred Sword and I was still kind of locked into it. So we're just going to start over. Anyway, so we have 2 endings. We have Coming Home to Roost, which is the ending where Hinako kills everyone at her wedding. Let's watch that. Before we start talking, let's just recap by watching the endings. So, can we watch them? Oh no, I guess we can't watch them. I thought we could. I thought this was like a no, I'm not a human situation. All right, so we can't watch it, but what happens is that when you do the first playthrough, you do take the red pills. And at the end, it turns out that Hinako is addicted to these pills, spirals out of control, forced to get married, and kills people at the wedding. So that's the ending with the cops showing up and all those fun things, right? Ending 3 is very interesting because you don't take the pills for ending 3, and there is a scene where you say goodbye to Shu, like you leave the pills in the shed, blah, 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 blah. Well, Hinako is still getting married to Kodayuki, most likely. I don't think they ever really say that it's him, but I'm pretty sure it's him. It's very heavily implied. There's a scene where they show Hinako as a child meeting Kodayuki. He's bit by the fox, and it just kind of escalates from there. So, and also there are letters from a boy that's in love with Hinako for saving his life, and it just heavily implies that that's Kodayuki. So I'm going to assume that's who she is marrying. Okay. When you are going to the wedding, all these things are going on. Shu actually comes in to try to rescue Hinako from this whole thing. So that's the difference between 1 and 3 is Shu kind of steps in and says, "Hey, partner, blah blah blah." Well, this scene moves on where Kodayuki starts getting weird, and I think he's possessed by the fox. That's my take on it. I don't know if because he's bit by the fox. Clearly, there are a bunch of medical reports that something has gone wrong with that, right? So there are a couple that say he had a fever, but then he was fine, and then afterwards he's different. He's more studious and behaved and disciplined, right? Which is, I mean, those are good things, but still, his personality has changed. And the fox says that it's now becoming the fox and says he wanted Hinako from that day. So is it Kodayuki? Is it both of them? But the fox says, okay, I was trying to be nice to you, but now we'll do this the hard way, and reveals itself to be like a Naruto style fox, nine-tailed demon fox kind of thing, and tries to, I guess, get her by force, kill her. I don't know. Maybe if he like drags her dead body. I don't know. But there's a big battle. Obviously, Hinako wins the battle, and it ends with Shu and Hinako running out together, running through the streets, and like good old times. I don't know that I like that. So, they've already established in the game, which I think is genius, by the way, to use a health item against you that way. That is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. But they've already established that this is bad, that Shu is sort of controlling Hinako with these pills. And there seems to be an indication that he knows what he's doing. So there is a letter that you find in the shed in ending one where he says, "Oh, she's not just coming here for the pills." But he acknowledges that she just keeps asking for them. So I think in a subconscious level, he totally knows that she's only coming to him for these pills and that he's sort of controlling her with these pills. So there's another part in ending three where Shu shows up in Hinako's room and he says to her, "Oh, you're having the headaches again." Like he's, here's my time to step up. And also, there's a lot of like savior type shit going on. Like, I'm your knight in shining armor kind of nonsense. And I did kind of get the sense that Shu probably is in love with Hinako. So if that's the case, Hinako doesn't want to get married. Hinako wants to be on her own, and this is just a guy that's like lying in wait until he wears her down enough. I don't know. She's not really happy with the ending. Plus, where is she going after that? They're walking through the village through Abisugayoka. Like, she gonna go home? Cause fuck that. She just ran away from her wedding, cost her dad all this money. She's gonna get fucking killed. We've seen that her dad isn't above throwing knives and shit. He's gonna kill her. So, where the hell is she going? They running off somewhere together? It's not really clear. I guess it's a cute ending if Shu and Hinako are going somewhere else, like not staying there, but I mean, even if they were to go to Shu's house, so say Hinako's going to go to Shu's house, they know where the hell she's at. Small village. Hello. Then she'd bring more shame on her family because now she's living with Shu. She left the wedding. She disobeyed her father. Now she's living with Shu. Like, you've heard those kind of stories. You've heard the stories where the father kills the daughter because she humiliated him. Mostly it's humiliation. It has nothing to do with anything, honor, blah, blah, blah. It's not honor. It's like, ooh, you made me look like a fool. Like, most of the time that's what it is. You made me look like a bitch to my friends, so let's kill my daughter. That's what I'm wondering from that ending. I'm like, okay, is this supposed to be happy? Is this supposed to be sad? Like she's just going back. Like it says, a hell of your own choosing. Nothing else matters now. So it kind of ends cute. They're walking around, joking around together. It looks adorable, but like, I I don't know. I'm not getting that. So anyway, my question is, I don't know if we should just play. I think what we're gonna do to make life easier, we're gonna start a new game and we're gonna give ourselves, the path because in order to get two, if you get the sword, you have to purify it, right? In order to get four, you have to purify the sword. Oh, wait. Yeah, so for both of these endings, you have to purify the sword, right? But in this one, I think if you just don't get it, you'll get two, right? But this one, if you purify it, you're going to get four. So my question is, if you purify, is that like, which one are you going to get? And five is the silly one. So I kind of feel like I want to get the silly one. But yeah, so here we go. So let's see. So for two, don't take the red, purify sacred sword, or don't obtain and obtain so you have to get the crimson water, if that's what that is, right? And then for this, you complete two different full endings. You don't take the red capsules. You purify the sword and offer the brooch. So you have to actually offer the brooch at a specific part. We might actually be able to do that. Oh, no, we can't because I didn't get the sword. Yeah, we're gonna have to start over either way, I think. But we can do this one. This one's short. I'm thinking maybe we'll just go for this. And we'll try hard combat mode so I can get the achievement in the short ending. But yeah, so the UFO ending, it goes fast. So we could try that, I suppose. But yeah, so that's where we're at. And again, I don't know, like UFO ending is a joke, and maybe it's nice to have in the middle of all this heaviness. Uh, I know, so people are saying the order, just go in order of the endings, which maybe that is the best way, but I don't know. I think I'm going to keep casual mode. Maybe we'll just go puzzles hard, I think is fine. Oh, we could do Lost in the Fog for the puzzles. Could do that. We'll just start a fresh game because I don't even know. I kind of stopped turning this game sound back on. I kind of stopped watching the cutscenes because I was just trying to rush through, but I don't actually know if there's anything different in the first cutscene. There might be, so let's just see if there is. Could be. Totally could be. My computer is very slow, but here we go.
I don't need them anyway. Who even cares about their dumb games?
Hinako? I thought you were playing with your friends.
They said I can't play house with
Oh
them
wait,
because
I don't think I can. Hold on. I think this
Well?
is just a new game. We need new game plus, I think. Shit. Which we might have to just go back. I didn't know if there was anything to the cutscene, but I did restart the game, so I guess we could just do that. So we can go load. And let me bring up my walkthroughs just to be sure. But yeah, that's what confused me is the walkthrough, to be honest, because when it did the... Yeah, do Lost in the Fog. Let's just do casual. I'm like fine with doing casual. I just want to enjoy the story at this point, so call me a bitch or whatever. Sorry. I'm in it for the story, my friends. Alright, so yeah, the walkthrough is what confused me though, because when it started talking about the Crimson Water puzzle, it's not really clear that you're supposed to ring the chimes, so that's what kind of threw me for a loop there. But alright, so we're gonna start over here.
Hey, did you know that when a girl grows up, she has to get married? It's her job.
Sucks, but
It's not a job. Don't you want to get married, Hinako?
oh yes.
I don't know. Maybe not. It doesn't sound fun when Daddy talks about it.
Kind of like homework, huh?
If he tells me I have to, then I don't wanna.
Thanks for waiting. Junko. Did something happen?
Just reminiscing a little. About, you know, when we were kids, you always looked out for me.
Hinako.
for you. It's beautiful. Thank you.
Okay, so I have to be really good with my game saves on this. But it's so sad. Especially now that we've done ending 3, we see how close their relationship actually is. It's pretty sad. So they do have a very close relationship, Hinako and Junko, so. And this is absolutely beautiful, the beginning of this game, so. Super bright. They keep trying to blind me. What the hell? They're definitely trying to blind me and kill me or something. I don't know. That was interesting. All right, let's see if we get more of this now.
It's settled. We
No.
will decide everything
Get the same thing.
But dear, what about how Hinako feels?
We're never gonna get another chance like this. What could possibly make Hinako happier? Nothing. Where do you think you're going? We're not done here, young lady.
But still, who would have guessed that Hinako would?
She's going to do as she's told for once and help me pay off this debt. We won't have to worry about money ever again.
Darling, please, keep it down. Hinako will hear you.
So it was interesting. So this one,
There's no way.
she doesn't
Never.
hear them. Or they're not, she's not in there and he's not yelling at her. So that's interesting. Okay, so that's a difference between this and the last. Okay. We do get something semi-different. Alright. What did we get? Journal updated with? According to another legend, once upon a time, a water dragon that resided here spewed poison so people would not approach. Then, Inari-sama subdued the dragon and made the land hospitable again. So this is who's possessing Koriyuki, Inari-sama. This area also has a surprising number of onsen. There's research suggesting that the tale of the water dragon could in fact be referring to an incident where onsen water containing noxious gas spouted out the ground like a geyser. I feel this theory is the most likely. Okay, so like volcanic activity or something, I don't know. I'm not a geologist, but alright, what do we got up here? Let's see. So we could probably, we have to do the Sacred Sword again. Okay, so we have articles, serious issues in Ebisu Gaoka. The onsen geyser that suddenly started spewing water on the 3rd of this month in Iwashimitsu, Ebisu Gaoka of Yamabe district, finally came to a stop early this morning. The geyser reached a height of at least 30 meters, but the ceaseless noise and pungent hydrogen sulfide gas have left residents troubled. 3 individuals have been hospitalized with complaints of skin sores and other maladies they claim were caused by the gas. In addition, strong concentrations of arsenic have been detected in the geyser's water, 20 milligrams per liter. Many residents have concerns about future environmental issues this might lead to. Okay, so... Ooh, what's this? Entry to mountain
Landslides
prohibited.
blocked off the path. Used to climb up there.